So, in our first lesson, we have applications of microorganisms. In this first paragraph, recall what you have learned about microorganisms in grade 8. You have learned microorganisms are unicellular or multicellular organisms which cannot be seen clearly with the naked eye. This part of this paragraph can be written as the definition of microorganisms, and after that, in the remaining part of the page, have some features of all microorganisms. Microorganisms live in our environment as well as in our body. Most microorganisms are favorable to humans and other living beings, but some are harmful. Microorganisms are widely spread category of species living organisms on Earth. Here, they grow fast and have high rate of reproduction. Microorganisms have the ability of adaptation to different environment conditions and modes of nutrition. Here, we have the four main types of microorganisms and viruses. This factor here is something special about viruses. Viruses, which are a group in between the living and non-living, are also studied under microorganisms. So we have a chart that has some information about microorganisms. First is bacteria, unicellular and microscopic, different body shapes, widely spread in every type of environment on Earth. So those are the characteristics that can be seen in our textbook. This is our textbook, grade 9 part 1, science, English medium. Examples: milk and products related to milk, Lactobacillus bulgaricus, anthrax disease, Bacillus anthracis, bacteria used in vinegar production, Azotobacter bacteria acidi, cholera bacteria, Vibrio cholera acidi. Second type, fungi. So I think we are familiar with these two types of microorganisms. Muco was learnt in grade 8 that the fungus grown on spoiled bread, and yeast here, the Saccharomyces is the scientific name of yeast, were observed in spoiled coconut water. Unicellular or multicellular. Reproductive organs of some fungi can be seen with the naked eye. So this is a point that you must not forget. Thrive on moist surfaces. There is a synonym for moist surface, substrates. And two examples, Histosectomyces and Muco. Next, third type, protozoans. We are familiar with these guys from grade 6, I think 6, 7. Amoeba have no definite shape. Paramecium have cilia. Euglena have flagella. And here, red blood cells infected by Plasmodium. Plasmodium is a protozoan microscopic organism which caused the malaria disease. Unicellular and microscopic use structures such as, so there here we have the three types of locomotive organelles of protozoans. Cilia, I think it's just blurred. Cilia is the locomotive organelles which the paramecium organisms use for locomotion, and flagella. I think you can see the some tail part of euglena that's called the flagella, and pseudophoria. Pseudophoria is this legs that are made by amoeba for locomotion. They are not actually legs, but they made themselves a leg or legs for locomotion, and sometimes to grab other microscopic organisms. Live in aquatic environments as well as in other living organisms. Yeah, and the four examples for protozoans: amoeba, paramecium, euglena, plasmodium. Next, third type, protozoans. We are familiar with these guys from grade 6, I think 6, 7. Amoeba have no definition. Paramecium have cilia. Euglena have flagella. And here, red blood cells infected by plasmodium. Plasmodium protos. And the fourth type of microorganisms, algae. So we know chlamydomonas from grade 8, and these two types, Spirogyra, which is a rod-like algae species, has a viral spiral structure, and diadems, also known as the diamonds of the microorganisms. Unicellular, multicellular, filamentous or thallus body forms. So filamentous body form here, Spirogyra, and thallus body means flat body. Chlamydomonas is example for it. And microscopic algae floating on the water surface are called phytoplanktons. Phytoplanktons are the major food producers in water aquatic environments, and all and the food cycle food web start from phytoplanktons. Possess chlorophyll, so they have the ability of photosynthesis. All the algae species are autotrophic. Algal varieties such as ulva are visible to the naked eye. They are some kind of seaweed, like seaweed but not seaweed actually. Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra, and diadems are the three examples we got in our textbook. So, viruses are seriously a problem for scientists because they cannot be categorized either non-living or living. So, as characteristics, electron microscopy. All the other types of microorganisms are microscopic, but this virus type is electron microscopic. So they are, we can think that they are even very smaller than bacteria. Display both living and non-living characteristics. This is the reason why viruses have caused emotional damage to scientists. Multiply only inside the living cells. So here we have a type of virus. You can see these leg-like things. They grab the host cell, and here in this part, the DNA of this virus stays, and they inject the DNA to the host cell, and DNA made new viruses inside the host cell. They multiply and multiply after an explosion, not a big one as nuclear explosion, but just the host cell explode and viruses are released. No cellular organization. So diadems, pyrogyra, chlamydomonas, all the microorganisms we discussed above have a cellular organization. Actually had one cell, but viruses don't have. So that's some kind of thing that cannot be described. They do not show the living characteristics such as respiration and growth. Only living characteristic the virus show is reproduction. Influenza virus, HIV, Ebola virus, dengue virus. The examples for virus. They have described meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, human skin, mouth, alimentary canal, and urinary tract are some specific substrate that microorganisms grow. Microorganisms can survive even under extreme environmental conditions, hot water springs. So this thing here, just don't study. I don't say that no, you don't have to study. If you like, you can study, but just keep it in mind. Just don't work hard on it. Mm, Beneficial effects of microorganisms. You can see that I am skipping some parts of the lesson because they are not much useful. So these are some fields we are using microorganisms in day-to-day activities. Yeah, application of in agriculture, gene technology in agriculture. Crop harvest is enhanced and enriched by producing drought-resistant and pest-resistant crops and crops with high nutrient and taste with the aid of microorganisms. Further, biological pesticides and weedicides are developed using microorganisms. Genes of Bacterium Erwinia uridivora. They have described meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, human skin, mouth, alimentary canal, and urinary tract are some specific substrate that microorganisms grow. Microorganisms can survive even under extreme environmental conditions, hot water springs. So this thing here just is used to developing golden rice enriched with vitamin A. Is used so here golden rice is enriched with vitamin A. There is a picture of golden rice. You can see it's gold. The normal actually it's gold, yellow in color. The normal rice is off-white color. Genes of Bacterium Bacillus thuringiensis. Actually it's gold, yellow in color. Is muted in ZMA's genome to produce toxins to crop pests. Actually, it's a biopesticide or something like to produce toxins. So I hope to meet you by another video. So until then, goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and until next time, see you again. Bye, guys.